Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Luck's Colts going up against Smith's Chiefs. With that, we'll get you out to one of the livelier settings in the NFL, Arrowhead Stadium in KC, as we say hello to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, we've got a good AFC matchup on tap between the Indianapolis Colts and the Kansas City Chiefs. Hi again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And you know, Charles, as Larry pointed out in the open, got a couple of great quarterbacks set to square off here this afternoon. That ball's probably going to be flying all over the place, isn't it?
Oh, without a doubt. And the game has never been more quarterback-centric than it is now. And both of these teams have top-flight signal callers.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. This is taken at his 4. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Alex Smith leading the offensive unit onto the field. And Charles, week 3 of the preseason, he threw the ball 30 times in the first half alone, also led 3 scoring drives.
And not unusual for an Andy Reid-led team, is it? Because he likes to throw the football. Yes, it's a lot for a preseason game, but they were playing it like it was a dress rehearsal for the regular season. So I think he wanted Alex Smith to turn it loose, cut it free, and send it downfield and try and force that downfield action because they're getting Jamal Charles back for this season. Clear some space for him, and the Chiefs will be dangerous.
On the ground, it's the first carry here for Jamal Charles. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
You have to love and admire the effort because he almost broke free in the backfield, but you also have to love and admire what the defense did. Swarmed the play and made sure he couldn't get anywhere. A loss of yardage.
They'll keep it on the ground with Charles again. Oh, nice move. That one good for 12 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
As Jamal Charles plays here in 2016, I think 5 was the operative number for him. 5 1,000-yard years before last season, but only 5 games played in 2015.
For the current Chiefs all-time leading rusher. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Short yardage situation. Here's Charles. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
That play never got off the ground because of the defensive front. They owned the offensive line, which allowed the linebackers to see their openings and run straight to the ball. That's why that play just never had a chance.
So on 4th down, Dustin Colquitt to punt for KC. Back deep for the Colts is Quan Bray. So we've reached the end of a fairly even first quarter of play. It's a tight game here early. And we're back to Arrowhead after this. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Godden as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. But likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Back deep to return it is Quan Bray. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. This is taken at the 15. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Locke. And his first look is incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Second and 10, Luck again. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the second level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on 3rd down. They'll run. This is Robert Turbin. And now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. All right, so the timeout over, and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. And here now, the 8th-year man, Pat McAfee, to kick it away. Back deep for Kansas City, DeAnthony Thomas. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Smith on 1st down. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Macklin. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good gain before he's taken down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. Now Smith. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
And, Charles, a couple extra defensive backs in here on 3rd and 1.
Not expecting them to run it at all.
Here's Smith. They're able to locate Wilson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes a timeout, and now we're set to get going. On first down, it's Smith. And oh, what a catch that time by Macklin. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it second and short. And quickly, they get to the line. To the air again, Smith. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Smith. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 15 yards through the air and a first down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On first down, Smith. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, that's the type of pass play that you need to wait for routes to develop. You need a little time in the pocket, but that's hard to do when you got people in your face.
Second down now after the incompletion. Smith throwing again. Surveying the field. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
That's going to frustrate the coaching staff a little bit as they dialed up the deep shot. But they weren't on the same page on that play. Heck, I don't think they were in the same book. I think he thought he was going to do something else. Ends up throwing it over the sidelines. Well incomplete.
And on third down, the Colts have added an extra defensive back.
Flooding the passing lanes.
Now it's Smith. And he's got his man. That's Macklin. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. And welcome back, the offensive unit. They took the timeout, and now they get set to line up as we resume action. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. That's caught. It's Thomas. And the spin looked pretty, but more for style points as the real estate evaporated quickly there. So we've hit halftime here in what obviously is a very fast-moving first half of play. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, guys, and welcome, everyone, to the EA Halftime Report. Let's take a look back at the scoreless first half of play. Defense has been the name of the game. It's not often you see a matchup where both sides can't find a way to get on the scoreboard. We'll have to see if the offense picks up in the second half. So let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Third down at the 29. The catch is made after a quick pass, and that connection will lead to a gain of 9 yards. Chiefs still on the field. Smith's going to complete the pass. He ends up picking up a yard before heading out of bounds. Later on the drive, Macklin's able to get open here. He ends up picking up a yard before heading out of bounds. Sticking with the same drive, Macklin's going to haul in the pass, and the play will come to an end after a gain of 15. So that'll do it from here in Orlando. No points in this one yet, but we'll hand it back over to a man who's always on point. That's Brandon Gott.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. On 1st and 10, Locke. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call tippy toes if that one was completed.
One receiver left is Hilton. On 2nd and 10, Locke. And some room to roam now. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. Back to the ground, this time with Gore. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
Play fake to Gore. It's Locke. And incomplete on the deep ball. Offense needs 11. Have to think pass here on 3rd down. Play fake to Turbin. Now Locke. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Allen Bailey coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down.
But Brandon, sometimes I think when we watch games, we're actually watching a living museum because we're seeing the evolution of positions almost with each passing game. How about defensive ends nowadays and the way that they can run almost all the way across the field?
It is unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, they're so strong, but they're so lean, they can move so quick with those bodies.
It's almost unfair. You're supposed to be able to know where a defensive end is supposed to be on every play. These guys flash so quickly, you're not sure where they're going to end up.
Here's Pat McAfee now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So 3 quarters in the book, still no one on the scoreboard. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. Here's Pat McAfee now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And now here comes Kansas City. One receiver left, 3 to the right. Now it's Smith. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 19. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Smith. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Now Smith. And there's a flag on the play. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Holding. Defense.
Thought he may have gotten away with one there, but the ref caught him, and it's holding. Smith now to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Smith throwing again. Wilson snags it left side. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Now a first down throw. It's Smith finding time. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. 34 yards. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run it now. This is Charkandrick West. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. They'll keep it on the ground, this time with Charles. And the whole and now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. And it's 3rd down and goal from the 4. Here's West. And another timeout taken by the Colts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Chiefs defense making their way back onto the field. They've got a situation where a field goal ties it. How do you defend this? Because you obviously don't want to give up the touchdown. How aggressive do you get?
That's always the key, isn't it? Where is the line on aggressiveness to over-aggressiveness? And I think most coordinators are looking at it like run your regular defense, add some pressure packages, because really the 35-yard line is the one you really want to defend. At that point, you're thinking you're probably giving up 3. Anything outside of that, you feel like you've got a chance to hold them.
So they'll be in search of the proper amount of pressure. Back to throw. And Dwayne Allen on the grab. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 14 there. And that'll be good for an Indianapolis first. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And he'll spike it here with 13 seconds showing on the clock. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He's got time. A dump off here for Gore. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. So the offense has it 1st and 10. back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.